What's up, YouTube? Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel, whether you're a returning subscriber or a new subscriber. Welcome. I go by X King Chris, and today is Vlogmas Day 4. So I'm back with Vlogmas Day 4, and as y'all can tell by the title, I'm gonna kind of be giving y'all a little life update / story time on what's been going on in my life for the past couple of months. So this video is really kind of last minute. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. As y'all can tell, I'm here in my truck. Today is December the 4th. It's a Monday, y'all. So I woke up this morning and I left home, which is North Carolina, and then now I'm in Pennsylvania right now. So yeah, but on the other hand, I wanted to make this a seafood mukbang, but I was not able to make this video in time before I left home. So we're here on the truck, and I did my meal prep. I made rice, salmon, shrimp, and broccoli with cheese. So this is gonna be my little mukbang for this video while we get into some things. So first, let me bless my food. Lord, thank you for this food I'm about to receive. Nurse, I'm like Christ 6. Amen. Let's get into some things, y'all. Let's get. So, what's been going on with King Chris for the past couple of months? Child, too much been going on. Too much, y'all. So as y'all can tell from Vlogmas Day 2, I started a new job. So we're gonna go all the way back to August of this year, 2023. So y'all, I quit my job at Butler. I quit jobbing for Butler Transport because I felt like that company was no longer a good fit for me. So it all started back in August. So y'all, I took a vacation, and that's when I went to go see Beyonce in a Renaissance tour, and then I took me a little beach trip because for my birthday, which is in July, I didn't do nothing for my birthday. So I was like, August is going to be my vacation month, and that's what I'm going to do. So I took a week off from Butler Transport. I purchased me a rental, y'all. Drove all the way home, which is 15 hours. Drove all the way home. So I already kind of had it set in my mind that when I come back for vacation, I'm going to do maybe like 2 more weeks at Butler, then I'm going to leave. Because at that point, I would have my whole 6 months of experience so I can go get the job that I want. Now, mind you, took my vacation, I came back, and it's like, their load planners are trash. So like when I came back off of vacation or whatever, this was like middle of August, close towards the end of August. I remember it like it was yesterday. So I got a load that went down from Kansas to Atlanta. I got that load. Then from there, I went through Mississippi and Alabama, and I think I went back up to Kansas. And then after Kansas, I went to Minnesota and back. So yeah, the part where I'm going to Minnesota and back, y'all, they just started like really micromanaging, and like it just didn't make sense. Cause like, if you want something done from somebody, make your directions clear. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. Make your directions clear if you want something done. So they would like, my dispatcher would literally like call me in the morning and tell me like I need to get up, I need to start rolling or stuff like that. And it's just like, what am I rushing for if you giving me too much time to deliver a load? So like, I already had it set in my mind that I was going to leave and go somewhere else. So I really didn't like, I'm gonna be honest, I just didn't care about working for them no more and really doing what they asked, which is kind of my fault too. It's my fault too, you know. One thing about me, I'm gonna always hold myself accountable, but it was my fault too. But they just started micromanaging me, and it's just like, I just felt like you can't micromanage me when everything on the back end, on y'all end, is literally trash. Like, the load planners were trash. Why are you giving me 3 days, 2 or 3 days to do 300, 400 miles? So, moral of the story, like, they were just starting to micromanage me, and just like, I really think, and one thing with trucking, if you employed with a job and you start applying for more trucking jobs, your company can see that. So I think they were seeing that I was applying for other jobs or whatever. So so what happened when I actually quit was that load that I took to Minnesota, y'all, I was just really fed up that day with them. I was fed up. And I was like, I'm going to do the right thing, and I'm going to put in a 2 weeks notice. So I ended up putting in a 2 weeks notice. And mind you, I asked my dispatcher if I could have home time, like, I think that following week, just so I could take my stuff out that truck or whatever. And I said it respectfully. I said it in a most respectful, kind way that I could, like, I was even sending a message to people. I was like, does this sound good? Because I don't want to sound rude. I don't want to sound like an asshole. So I sent that message, and I was like, after my home time, I will return y'all truck. So after I finished my load in Minnesota, y'all, normally I get a pre-plan for my next load. I did not get no message whatsoever. It just said, nothing, please sit tight, we'll be right with you, we'll be, something like that, y'all. I really don't remember, but it says something like that. So I'm like, oh, they must be on to something, because I don't have a load. Why is that? So I ended up going to sleep that day, waking up the next day. So I woke up that morning and I had a message over my Qualcomm that was like, Christian, just come to the yard as soon as you can. So I get to the yard or whatever. I go in there and see my dispatcher, and she was telling me how, I think the safety man, or I don't know, somebody wanted to see me, child. So basically, long story short, they didn't make me, but they kind of made me resign early. So he just basically was like, no need for a 2 weeks notice, we're just gonna go ahead and resign you now, have me sign some paperwork or whatever, and all of that. So I was like, I'm the type, I'm not gonna beg you to stay here when I'm not happy. I'm not gonna beg to stay. I'm not gonna do any of that. So he ended up telling me though, like, I'm still in good standing. I can always come back and work for the oh, I done dropped my salmon. He told me, I can come back and work for the company. I'm still in good standing, my record is good, X, Y, and Z. So literally that day, this was a week after, like almost a week after my vacation, y'all, I had to get another rental and drive another 15 hours back home. So y'all, as I'm editing, I left out one part. After I get the rental, I drive another 15 hours home. Then on top of that, I got a speeding ticket for doing 83 and a 65. After driving for nearly 11 to 12 hours, I got all the way in North Carolina and got a speeding ticket. So I was just like kind of bothered in a way. Now mind you, I wasn't worried at the time, like financially. I had money saved up because being an on-the-road driver, it ain't much I can do but drive this truck all day, every day. So financially, I wasn't worried. That's why I was like, you know what, whatever, I'll go ahead and resign. I'm actually insert some clips from the day I actually left because I made a video, but I didn't put it out, y'all, because I had a booger in my nose. Whatever that's about. But I'm gonna just add some parts of it so y'all can see that I kind of was actually going through it back then. We're gonna get into some things, but y'all, I just want to come on here and talk before I have a mental breakdown, because I feel a mental breakdown coming like really soon. But today is Friday, September 1st, y'all, the 1st of the month. And that's the thing, y'all, I really wasn't gonna put in a 2 weeks notice anyway, but I was like, let me be professional and let me just put in a 2 weeks notice, cause just trying to be professional, y'all. But I'm not looking at this as a bad thing, because maybe something way better is about to come to me, and I'm about to get a way better opportunity. but I don't know how to feel about this whole situation, y'all. Like, what? Oh my God, I don't know how to feel. You know when they say, like, when you're about to level up, things get rough. And mentally, that's where I'm at in life right now. Like, I had it set in my mind, no matter if I was gonna finish out my 6 months or not. Like, I had it set in my mind, the month of September, I'm gonna find me a new job. But it's like, for it to happen this soon, for them to just let me go this soon, and for me having to go ahead and find a job this soon, it's just really rough right now. And y'all, it's the first of the month. Bills due, rent due, cable due, shark due. Like, it's real ghetto right now. This is really ghetto. But I'm gonna be alright. I'm gonna be alright. Cause like, I just got off the phone. I had to, well, when I get home, I have to put my car in the shop. Because, y'all, while I was on vacation, I drove my car to Atlanta and back from Atlanta. Then I drove to Myrtle Beach. And while I was at Myrtle Beach, y'all, my car is a push to start. My car would not start. So it's like, all of this stuff is happening and I don't have a job. Money just coming out of my pockets and I don't have a job. But like, you know, I'm gonna be good regardless. But it's just like, all of this stuff just happened. So I gotta put my car in the shop, and it was like, you know, we're gonna need you to drop it off so we can diagnose it and let you know what's going on with it. Cause I don't know if it's just the starter on my car or what, y'all, but I actually have to take my car to the Honda dealership when I get home tomorrow. After I get all this stuff out of this rental, take this rental back, I gotta go drop my car off at the dealership. And it's just so much, y'all. Like, I need me a little job for the week until I find a job or something. There's just so much I'm dealing with. So much I'm dealing with. Like, I'm about to go home and not have a car. Well, I mean, I got a car, but like, I gotta get my car fixed because I'm not trying to get somewhere and my car out like, you don't want to crank up, and now I'm stranded and have to pay for a tow truck and then have it towed to wherever to figure out what's going on with it. So I just want to go ahead and nip that in the bud tomorrow and just figure out what's going on with my car, so while I'm home I can have reliable transportation. Because I mean, my car, it'll crank up, y'all, but like sometimes it don't crank up on the first crank when I press the button, and I'm just like, what's going on? So it's just a lot on my plate at once, and I am tired of the shenanigans, bitch. Like, what the fuck is going on? So y'all, I don't know if I mentioned this already, but like, everything happens for a reason. And, you know, I'm kind of confused on the reasoning behind, you know, why did this happen the way it did. But I really do feel like, you know, I was already stressed out with this job. Like, maybe it's to better my mental health. Oh my God. Y'all, I'm in traffic in St. Louis and it's terrible. But maybe it was just best that I'll go ahead and just leave this job for my mental health before I really like snap on somebody or have a mental breakdown. And I feel like driving an 18-wheeler truck and not being in the right mental space can cause a lot of, I don't know the word I'm looking for right now, but it can just cause a lot. So I really think, you know, it was just best for me to go ahead and leave this job now before I really get to my breaking point and do something that I don't mean to do. But then again, like I said, I just don't understand why or how this happened so quickly. Alright, I'm done talking. So fast forward. I quit Butler, and then I went back to FedEx and worked part-time. So I was just really like set on going to this job that I wanted to go to. but Butler made me resign early, so I didn't have my full 6 months of experience yet, so that job wouldn't take me. So I was kind of bummed about that, because I was like, I had a whole plan. Now my plan didn't fall through, and I kind of felt like I should have had a backup plan. But is there even a such thing? Like, life just happened. So the month of September, October, and November, I'm just working at FedEx, and slowly but surely, the money that I had saved up and the money that I had for my bills, child, was running out. Like, it was running out, literally out the door. And me working at FedEx part-time was not enough, child. I ain't even gonna cap. That was not enough. Because once you get used to them trucker checks, child, you can't see no less than it. So I'm not gonna lie, I really do feel like that I was depressed literally these past like 3 months or whatever. And I'm not the type of person that always scream, oh, I'm depressed, because I don't like to wish that on myself. So I really do feel like I was depressed though, because I felt like I didn't know what was next. And like I said, I had a plan, but the plan didn't fall through. And it's just like, you just don't know about these other trucking companies. So like, I was so scared to even drive for another company that I didn't do no research on, or even look into, or whatever. So I knew I wanted to be home on the weekends, because I just wanted to be home more often. Because with Butler, I was literally out the whole month. So, ooh, child, I ain't even gonna lie, that food hit the spot, y'all. But I ain't even gonna really lie, like, I've spent those 3 months, I was literally applying for jobs. Now I have a CDL. Everybody like, oh, you can get a job, you got a CDL. Correct, I can get a job. But what makes you think I want to work for any and everybody? I already know that, like, I don't want to be a job hopper when it comes to trucking, because later on in my career, they're gonna be like, oh, you done worked for dang on 6 to 10 jobs already within the span of 2 years. Ain't nobody gonna want to hire me. I was just really skeptical about what was gonna be my next move. And I feel like I had seasonal depression, and the only reason why I'm saying that, because I just don't know why, but every single year around the fall, it just seems like my life just fall apart. Like, I just don't understand. I don't know what be going on with my life, but yeah, like, it's just been a lot going on. I hope I'm not all over the place with this story, y'all. So fast forward, y'all. I was over there talking to my boyfriend, because he ended up getting a new job too, and he's home every weekend. He went from being on the road to being home on the weekend. So he told me, he was like, you should just go with Big Chief Express. You could be home every weekend. And I'm not even gonna lie, like, I applied at this company, like, literally when I quit Butler, but I was just so skeptical. Because I was looking at reviews on like different websites and stuff, and for a lot of companies, honestly, everybody got bad reviews. But I had to remember in my head, like, trucking is what you make it. So after Thanksgiving, literally the Monday after Thanksgiving, that's when I went into orientation, which is the video y'all saw the other day. And now I'm here. This is my first full week, y'all, here on the truck. So, yeah, that's kind of a life update. I think now that I'm back in a truck, like, my depression is kind of going away. And I don't want to say it like that, like, oh, it's just going away. But, like, I just think the financial part is what really had me stressed out and depressed, because who likes to be broke? Child, nobody. So I was like, I need to make something shake really quick before I'll be out here on the corner asking for nickel and dimes, because it's hard out here, and little do people know, it's just so much going on in the world right now that people just don't even know what's really going on. Like, I don't know, y'all, but that's kind of a life update. So yeah, I quit Butler. I feel like I had a little seasonal depression going on, but I ended up getting a new job, and so far I think I like it, and I'm home every weekend, so I really can't complain. But besides that, I really do think that this Vlogmas, y'all, I really feel like I should have thought it over. Not even gonna cap, because I am struggling trying to put out these videos. Like, I ain't gonna say I'm struggling, but like, I definitely could have planned ahead. I was kind of planning ahead, but like, I wasn't actually doing and taking action of making these videos ahead of time. And getting a new job in the midst of all this, me trying to do this content, is a lot. But today is day 4. Literally, I'm recording this right now at like, it's like 9 o'clock, I think, on day 4. So this video might drop tomorrow on day 5, along with day 5 video. And I'm kind of excited for the day 5 video to drop tomorrow too. So I'm dropping 2 videos in one day. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Shout out to your mommy, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your uncle, your cousin. Thank y'all for tuning in to Vlogmas day 4. Tune in for day 5, because we litty tomorrow. We got the Orphic Clothing haul on the way. So stay tuned for that. King Chris out of here.